Anyway,
So it's personal.
hopefully you understand.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. If it was your mom.
I do. Yeah.
He's so gonna die next. I feel like he's so gonna die next. That's fine, like, I've gotten through.
So, since you're pretty much on your own, what's your plan?
I don't know. I don't want to indulge.
I don't know. I'm kind of on my own now.
Well, you're welcome to stay here if you want. Okay, let yourself heal up. Take some time to sort things out.
Do you think everyone else will be okay with it?
They'll just have to deal with it.
I like you, Luke.
So, what happened to your parents? If you don't mind me asking. I mean, I assume what happened to them is what happened to just about everyone's parents. You're just so young. Didn't think you could have made it on your own for so long, but maybe you did.
Other people took care of me, if that's what you're asking.
I was just curious on how you made it this far.
I just tried to stay with good people and not do anything dumb.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
My parents went on vacation and left me with a babysitter. And they never came back. We went to Savannah to find them, but they were already dead.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
This man found me and took care of me. We met up with other survivors and we all tried to make it. But it didn't work. His name was Lee. He taught me how to survive.
Yeah.
He taught me how to shoot a gun.
What happened to him?
The same thing that happens to everyone. But he saved me first. Lots of times.
Well, sounds like he was a real good guy.
Yeah, he was.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm out there standing watch and I can't help but notice this place is lit up like a goddamn beacon in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, it's time to turn in anyways.
Now get your winks while you can, because we're going fishing at first light. Couple fresh brookies for dinner? Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, you're still here. I wouldn't get comfortable if I were you.
I'm a little girl.
You know what the hell you're doing. We got enough problems, and we don't need any new shit. Get it? You got what you came here for. Now go.
Wow. And you're about to raise a child? Honey, you have a thing or two to learn before you have that baby. Before you pop that baby. Headed out. I don't know about that. We'll see. Oi, 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 oi.
How you holding up? I heard you got an earful from Rebecca last night. Once she gets going, there's no bringing her back. Her bark's worse than her bite.
She's all talk. She doesn't scare me.
She was in a mood last night, that's for sure.
How far are these fish traps?
It ain't much further. Anyone teach you how to shoot? By that I mean taught proper. Any idiot with a finger can shoot.
Yeah, but not a rifle.
Well, that makes sense. Less kick. This thing would probably knock you on your ass. Nick was about your age, first time I took him hunting. Came across this beautiful 13-point buck just standing there on the ridgeline. The boy takes the rifle, he lines up the shot just like I taught him, and then I hear him start whining. He turns to me and he says, "I can't do it. I can't shoot it, Uncle Pete. Please don't make me shoot it."
Oh, that's sad.
Hey! Why didn't you wait?
You want us standing around while you piss on a tree? You know where the river is, boy. Anyway, so I grabbed the gun out of his hand before the big buck runs off, when bang, the gun fires. Boy nearly gut shot me.
Oh.
And of course, the buck gets away.
What are you going and telling her this shit for?
'Cause you almost blew her face off yesterday. Seems relevant. Trying to let her know it's nothing personal with you.
Why are you always giving me a hard time?
Because you're always giving everyone else a hard time.
I apologized already. She accepted.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
It's fine. He apologized.
You're always trying to embarrass me.
You're doing a good enough job of that on your own. Leaving us again.
I know where the fucking river is.
I think he's totally gonna die next. That guy. Nick.
So anyway, I found that buck later that season. Shot it right in the neck. Brought it up to my sister's figuring she'd want to freeze some of the meat. Nick didn't speak to me for weeks. Sometimes you gotta play a role. Even if it means people you love hate you for it.
That's tough.
You should tell him that.
Uncle Pete!
Why do I feel like he's not gonna get the chance to tell him that?
Nick!
Fish traps are gone?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Hey, isn't that Roman? Oh! That's Leland! Isn't that Leland?
Ah, full of holes.
Who do you think did this?
Not sure yet, but it ain't your average gang of thugs, that much I know.
I thought
Think about it. You're Carver, what do you do?
Who's Carver?
Check those guys there. Be careful. Some of them might still be moving.
apparently Carver's some bad news. Bad news bears. I feel like that's Leland from 400 Days.
What can I do?
See if you can find anything else.
Like what?
Like what might tell us who did this.
This one's shot too.
Through the head?
Yeah.
Check the rest. And look for ammo. We're running low.
I can't tell if that's Roman or not.
Can I help?
I got it.
I don't know who that is. Doesn't look familiar.
Are you sure you're okay?
Ask my uncle. He knows everything.
Alright, fine, Nick. Sandbar?
There are more out there.
This wasn't no rinky-dink pissing match.
What was it then?
Foobar.
Where are you going? We need to get the fuck out of here.
Gotta check the rest.
What? Why?
Calm down and think about it, son.
Calm down! We gotta get out of here now!
Jesus Christ, get a hold of yourself.
Shouldn't we go get the others?
Wish we could. But one of these folks might still be alive, and they just might be inclined to tell us who did this. We gotta do this now. Stay
Makes
here.
sense.
Keep searching these.
This is a dumb idea.
You know, Nick, I don't like this either. But sooner or later, you're gonna have to realize a simple truth.
What, that you're an asshole?
That nobody in this world is ever gonna give a goddamn whether you like something or not. You gotta grow up, son.
Whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Clem. You want to be useful? Keep a lookout on that tree line. Whoever did this might still be out there, waiting for another sucker to stumble across this mess.
I'm on it.
You always so agreeable?
No.
Good. You'll fit right in with this outfit. Look, just keep your head on straight. Same deal. All shot to pieces. Hope this isn't anyone you know.
No.
Good. Damn it. More on that side. You check out these ones. See if there's anything on them that'll tell us who they were.
I don't think I recognize any of them. But that Nick guy, he's like a ticking time bomb. That one's not shot in the head though, which worries me. Krista? Oh no.
What happened to you? You were in the woods with Krista. The woman I was with. What happened to her? Please, tell me. Tell me.
Please. Give it to him. Give it to him. He might talk. He might not.
Thank you. Ah!
Pete! I'm fine. I'm fine. Just lost my footing. Damn it. God damn it.
Oh, did he get bit?
Lurkers! I'm out of ammo!
Come this way!
Bitch! Damn it! You get your asses over here, both of
I'll
you!
cover you!
One's already
Gotta
bit!
get out of here!
Get over here, goddammit!
Can't you listen to me once? Just one time? I've got ammo!
I don't know. He's already bit.
I see a way out!
I'll cover you!
I've got a clear path over here! Come on! Come on!
He's already bit, but... That was a tough decision. I mean... He's not gonna make it.
Nick! Hold on! Nick! God damn it! Nick!
We have to go.
That was just a tough situation all over. And the guy didn't get a chance to tell us anything. Oh, gosh.
What are you gonna do?
Cut it off? Yeah. Cut it off.
Someone's outside. Someone came here looking for you. A man.
What? Did he say what his name was?
We know damn well who it was.
Who is he?
One of the guys we were with before.
What's he gonna do?
I can't keep going.
I figure we got about 5 more days to reach those mountains.
We ain't here to rob nobody. Just relax and put the gun down, man.
I thought you were dead.
Okay, let's go over the choices. Survival. Save Krista. You and 93.4% of players stop to help Krista. That doesn't surprise me. I think in a gut reaction situation, people, even as Clementine, would have wanted to save Krista. Because we lost Omid, and if we lost Krista too... Oh, Omid! Oh, that still hurts. Oh. The dog. Mercy. You and 92.6% of players killed the dog. Yeah. I mean, it was suffering, so that doesn't surprise me that many people decided to kill the dog. So far, most of the decisions, I don't think were really good 50-50 decisions. Because the way Telltale was saying that they know that they succeed in the decisions when it's as close to being split 50-50 as much as possible, because that way people are torn. There is no like obvious choice that most people go. Then again, this is only the first day, so I don't know how skewed the data is, but I'd like to think that it should be pretty close to how most people react when they first play the game, because I think there might be a little bit of an adjustment once people have already played the game and knows what's going to happen, and they might replay it or watched an LP of it and then played it themselves and made some decisions based on previous knowledge. But did you give water to the dying man? You and 68.4% of players gave water to the dying man. So far, I'm in the majority. Trust, accepted Nick's apology. You and 93.3% of players accepted Nick's apology. That kind of surprises me. I would have seen it as being closer to, not necessarily 50-50, but I would have predicted that would have been lower. Did you save Nick or Pete? You and 43.8% of players went with Pete. Huh, that is interesting, because, you know, Nick was the one who almost blew your head off and was the one that was so against Clementine. Pete was the one who kind of trusted you, took your word from the very beginning. But then again, maybe players wanted to continue getting into Nick's good graces because Pete was already in their good graces, and also the fact that they saw that Pete was bitten, so maybe they thought, well, he's gonna die anyway, so I'm gonna go save Nick because he might still be able to save himself. But from what we've seen from the previews, Pete might still survive, probably will still survive, because I thought I saw him later after he sawed his, I'm assuming he sawed his foot off. There's a lot of factors with the last one. So I'm curious to find out why people chose one over the other. And I can bet you that there's multiple reasons, not just one, but I can almost guarantee that for most people, even if they don't voice it in their Let's Plays, there's probably a lot of factors behind whether they save Nick or Pete. All right, let's continue. All right. Oh, this is nice music. Oh yes, I heard this in the preview. This is a great soundtrack still. So yeah, I enjoyed that. It started off with a bang, literally, a very depressing bang. I totally called Krista and Omid not being with Clementine for very long, and I was hoping that I was wrong. I was hoping that my prediction was wrong. But I didn't expect for Omid to go that fast. I expected, like, in the climax, maybe Omid or Krista or even both. So sorry, Omid. Krista, we still don't know what happened to her. The guy... I don't know if the guy would have said anything if we didn't give him water. I have no idea. The new group that Clementine is with, I mean, I'm not really warming up to them as much. And it's kind of obvious because many of them distrusted Clementine from the very beginning. And I'm still going to say it's understandable what they did. I don't blame them for doing what they did. I don't blame them for being cautious, especially with what has happened to them in the past. You know, that's the horrible thing about this is that you just don't know who you can trust. You really don't. And it doesn't matter, to quote Chuck. It doesn't matter, you know, if you're a girl, you're not a girl, you're not a boy, you're not young, you're not old, you're just living or not living, basically. And no matter who you are, you could be a threat. And that goes for both walkers and for people who are alive. And they had to make sure. So, but I think that Clementine just, I mean, they had to do what they had to do, so Clementine had to do what she had to do. I mean, that's just the way that the world works now, and it's just really tough. I mean, I can definitely see Clementine changing. I'm already seeing her. She's not just a sweet little 8-year-old girl anymore. I mean, she's starting to get a little bit of an attitude, and she's starting to get rough around the edges, and she has to. That's what really hurts, is she has to in order to survive. And I'm proud that she's, you know, able to grow up, and able to grow up fast, you know, especially with that whole thing with Sarah. I don't know what exactly is wrong with Sarah, but I started getting a taste of it when she seemed really overeager to be our friend. And I have a feeling, I couldn't promise her that, and I feel like either way, if you promised or you didn't promise, it's gonna bite us in the butt. Either way, it's gonna bite us in the butt later. But yeah, it's tough watching Clementine have to go through all this. The needle, the stitching part, reminds me so much of what happened with Lee in episode 5 and other video games that I don't want to say their names because might give some spoilers away, but that was tough to go through. I mean, I felt that. I felt what Clementine was going through with that, and it was just hard to watch and sit through. I love Luke a lot. That shouldn't be a surprise to people because Luke's a nice guy now. He was initially very cautious of Clementine, and he should be. You know, I don't think that I would be able to respect Luke as much if he wasn't cautious. You can't respect a guy to survive and to help you to survive if they're always blindly trusting people. But he ended up realizing that Clementine's legit, and he ended up befriending us, and rather quickly. And yeah, I like Luke a lot. He's now my Doug 3.0, which probably means he's gonna die in the next episode. Maybe within the first, 30 seconds. We'll see. But yeah, so far he's my favorite new character in this game, and I think for most people he'll be one of the more likable characters in this game. I think Pete is pretty likable too. I don't think that woman, the pregnant woman, is meant to be decently likable, and she's essentially another Larry. She's pretty much Larry 2.0. And then Nick is kind of Kenny 2.0. He even looks like Kenny. That's the thing. He looks like Kenny 2.0. Overall, I enjoyed the first episode. I feel like I enjoyed the first episode of the season 1 more. And maybe that's just because, Walking Dead, the series was just fresh and new, and, the group we ended up with was a little more pleasant, well, besides Larry and Lily, but everybody else in the group was a lot more pleasant, I think, overall, with Lee and Clementine. So, yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by what's gonna happen in the episodes going forward. Again, I don't know if I've seen any of I don't think there were traces of any of the main characters from 400 Days. Again, like, I thought I recognized Leland, and I thought I recognized Roman, maybe, but why were Leland and Roman together? I don't know. We still don't know what happened to Krista, and all that good stuff, but wow. The feels pretty much between Omid's death and the dog that we had that turned on us, but he only turned on us because he was hungry, and then the whole thing with the stitches. Like, this was a pretty intense episode, and I know if there's anything that I learned from the previous season of Walking Dead, it's just gonna get worse from here. Like, it's not gonna get any better. And we love it. That's why we play this game. That's why us, Walking Dead fans, we love it. We love all this torture, this torment. Oh, we're such sick people, Walking Dead fans that we are. Anyway, I guess the big thing that is probably on a lot of people's minds after seeing the previews of the next episode is who Krista meant when she said, I thought you were dead. Maybe as a knee-jerk reaction, people will think it was Krista. But based on interviews that I've heard from, I don't know if it was Robert Kirkman or I don't know if it was one of the producers from Telltale. And if you actually saw my my podcast of our pre Walking Dead season 2 podcast with Reclusiarch and Kathleen MMS and Lucky Jack 20, I'll put a link up if in case you're interested in seeing it, where we basically talk about our thoughts on season 1 and 400 Days and give our pre-season 2 predictions. If you're interested in it at all and you haven't seen it, please take a look at it. But anyway, during that video, I mentioned this. I mentioned something about an interview or something that I heard from Robert Kirkman, which may have given a hint to who that person is that Clementine is talking about, where she says, I thought you were dead. So you probably, a lot of you probably know already who that most likely is. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I will definitely continue to be playing Season 2, Episode 2 when it comes out. I'll be playing Telltale's other games like The Wolf Among Us. I think the Episode 2 of The Wolf Among Us is probably coming out soon. I'm also planning on playing at some point, I don't know how soon, but I'm on such a Telltale kick. I probably will end up playing the Back to the Future one because I heard that it's actually a pretty good game. I mean, compared to The Walking Dead, it might not be as good. I mean, it came before The Walking Dead, but for people who are huge Back to the Future fans like I'm huge. That's probably one of my favorites, if not my most favorite trilogy of all time is Back to the Future. So that's, if you're a Telltale fan, you have hopefully that to look forward to of my Let's Plays coming up. So, yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for refraining from posting spoilers in any of the videos where certain things haven't happened yet in the game. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this around the holidays, have a very Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever. Have a wonderful holiday. And until next time, everybody, love yourselves and love each other.